Welcome back to True Geordie Extra. We're talking Gib versus McBroom, and the question on everyone's lips is, how did you know what was gonna happen? Told yous all, man. Gib's winning this fight. I know that the only way you can stop Gib is by nailing him to the fucking floor, and the fact is Jake Paul couldn't knock Gib out the way he knocked everyone else out. He dropped him, don't get us wrong, and Jake was obviously the better man on the night, and Gib was a lot less experienced than he is now, but Gib kept getting back up from shots that other people were asleep from. And not only that, like in the boxing gym, I've been in the ring with him and cracked him, and he's fucking tough as nails. Same watching Vidal spar with him, you know what I mean? Like, we all know how tough Gib is. Too tough for his own good, if I'm being honest with you. Kid's a fucking Terminator. Seeing the shots he's taken in the gym, seeing the way he responded to the Jake Paul fight and came back stronger than ever, the minute he got on the scales and Austin McBroom was 10 pounds lighter than Gib, or whatever the fuck it was, 5 to 10 pounds, I knew there ain't no way you have enough power to stop Gib from mauling you. There ain't no way. You have to have size, reach, attributes on Gib in order to beat him. It's at this level. So, you know, despite being impressed by Austin McBroom in this fight, in terms of his heart and getting back up, once the going got tough and Gib got his timing down a bit, and it came down to a battle of who wants it more, you know, who was going to dig deep, Gib blew him away in devastating fashion. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. Like, genuinely, it was just like, yeah, okay. Like, if you look at the way Gib responds when he gets dropped in that first instance, he's not a novice anymore in the truest sense of the word, and he's not a baby anymore in there. He's like, all right, I've done this before, I've been here before, all that experience that he's got, and this guy's been sparring pros in random gyms around London for years now. This is not a kid who's like, he's a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? He's got that about him now. When McBroom was in his face in the weigh-ins trying to get into his head, it was clear as fucking day. Gib was not phased one bit. And Gib is not the most naturally gifted of all the YouTube boxing lads. I mean, you know, there's an argument to say he's nowhere near the most naturally gifted, but he has been the most consistent outside of Jake Paul. All of the others, JJ, Logan, Deji, you know, all of the big names, they've all had times where they've taken a break. This guy has been devoted to boxing, and now he's reaping the benefits, because you can be as naturally gifted as you want, but if you're not working hard, the other guy's going to smash you. When I seen even a little bit of flab on McBroom's body, and he was 10 fucking pounds lighter than Gib, it's like, there ain't no way you've put the same level of work in as Gib. Look at Gib, man. He looks like he's chiseled from stone these days. So now the issue is they've turned influencer boxing into a ranking system, into a system where we're supposed to have people elevated depending on their previous performances. So it isn't just WE matchmaking anymore. There has to be a certain level of legitimacy to it. And if we're being honest, Gib is probably the guy who should be fighting KSI off the back of that. They're friends, although JJ has opened the door to it. Gib has not said he wouldn't fight KSI. It's a possibility. Now, on social media, a lot of the fans are saying, no, we don't want to say it, they're friends, yada, yada, yada. Here's the point, though, is if you're a matchmaker, you're DAZN, and you want to make a fuck ton of money, this is the fight to make. As much as people think they don't want to say it, they will. They will 100% want to say it, because it's a battle of the best. They've shared training coaches, all of that. It's personal. And, you know, KSI can make things extra personal when he wants. If we never see that fight, I'm not bothered. I'm seeing many sparring videos between those guys. It would be a little bit sad in a way, but out of respect for one another and competition, it would also be legendary. So here's my solution to the problem. We make a couple of semi-finals where we have an option for someone to beat KSI, someone to beat Gib, and therefore that fight might not need to be had. Now, the other two guys in the last card who really made a fucking statement outside of Deji were Slim and Sol Papi. So you divide them up. To me, Sol Papi is the X factor here. We do not know how good he is, because he looks frighteningly good, but we've not seen him against tough opposition yet. But when I watch him hit pads on the bag against his opponents, he's the one who has the more fluid, natural boxing movement, the one who really looks a real ninja at times. Slim, on the other hand, is a bit more of a sure thing. We know what level he's at. He's not as unpredictable or unknown quantity as Sol Salt Pappy. So I think you give Slim to KSI because Slim will talk, Slim will sell the fight. That'll be a great battle. It's a safer fight for KSI, in my opinion, in terms of, I know it's a hard fight, but I know what's happening. I know who Slim is. Salt Pappy, that guy's unfucking predictable. He could flatline you in a round. We just don't know. He might not be as good as what we think he is. That's why the perfect man to put him in there with is Gib, because Gib is hard as fucking nails. Gib has a lot of boxing experience, and if there is any weaknesses within Salt Pappy, Gib will be the one to expose those. You know, in terms of, if you're the promoter there, you don't want to fuck up the money, so you throw Gib in there and go, if you can beat Gib, then you're the real fucking deal. We have to fight you regardless. But hopefully Gib batters him is what they'll be thinking, and therefore we then make Gib KSI. It's a bigger fight. They've had more exposure, more time to build Misfit boxing. On a personal level, overall, really proud of Gib. That's all I could say. Just to watch him get that moment. Nobody deserves it more in this boxing space. The guy is hard as nails. He's got a heart of gold, and he takes boxing the way I do. Like, I think he feels about the sport that it's made him into a man. It's helped him grow so much as a person. And in this space, I think nobody's done more growing than Gib from boxing. So I know all the people around him are very proud of him. And after seeing Gib behind closed doors in the gym sessions and the heart, the desire he showed in those, I just know under the lights it's going to take something special to stop Gib. He could go all the way. Like, he is going to be such a tough guy to beat for everyone who steps in there with him, that, you know, you never count him out. Ever count him out. Never, ever. Honestly. So well done, Gib. We're all proud of you in the UK, bro. I have to say a well done to Austin McBroom. I mean, the guy showed talent, got up so many times, and I would really like to see him fight again. I think he's a great guy in this space, but equally, I just don't know how bad he wants it. But it's, are you willing to fight your way back to a KSI or something like that? When you're already rich, it's going to be difficult for him. But I was impressed. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for watching. Stay subscribed, and I'll see you later.